Well, gone are the days of meeting the love of your life in a bar or stopping a stranger on the street to ask for their number, because that's now just wrong. Rewriting bios and swiping endlessly is the new norm thanks to hugely popular dating apps.
Yeah, the game has changed. One of the first apps to revolutionise online dating, Tinder, is celebrating 10 years, believe it or not, of bringing people together this month. And dating expert Lisa Portland joins us now with more. Lisa,
hey, Lisa.
Hello, thanks so much for having me.
Dating apps have really taken off in that decade, haven't they? How many people are using them and relying on them now?
So in Australia, there's about 3.5 million users, which is a big number. Across the world, it's more like 74 million. And that reaches
just on Tinder?
74 million, yes, is across multiple different apps. Wow. And it's around 194 countries. So essentially that's, you know, the majority of the world. And just from Tinder, you're looking at about 1.3 million dates per day.
Wow. My Lord.
Yes.
So let's talk about online dating pre-Tinder. How did this app revolutionise dating?
I guess, you know, pre-Tinder, obviously people were meeting face-to-face, but there was also the computer-generated sort of digital apps as well. But you had to fill out a very complex form about yourself. So Tinder made things very easy for people. You know, you pop up your bio pics, you put up a short bio. There's the GPS element, so you match with people around you. And obviously for very busy people, it just makes it very simple. So it's all, you know, located on your mobile phone. So definitely very simple, and there's a ubiquity of users on the app as well. There's lots of people that you can meet.
You'll never get bored.
So it makes it easier to set up that first date. But what other positive changes have you seen to the way people do date and interact person to person?
I think one of the positive changes is for people who are a little bit more awkward or introverted. This is a great way to meet people in an easy sort of format. There's the extensive choice. So basically it levels the playing field. So if you're in a regional area, you still have access to people living in the city. You could meet someone in, you know, another country, for example. So definitely there's a lot more options than your sort of limited social circle than back in the day.
But that initial, like, meeting and chatting phase has now been sort of put online and put onto our phones. Does that make dating better or worse, do you think?
I think there's positives and negatives, but I think there's definitely been some behavioural shifts. So, you know, it's been 10 years, so people have sort of lost the art of meeting face-to-face, or those little flirtatious conversations, or, you know, those little elements about people that connect them, right? So definitely there's been a big shift. The other negatives are, you know, it has brought to life things like catfishing and ghosting, which did previously exist, but the numbers have gone up. And there's also a loss, I guess, of those textbook romantic moments that, you know, you would have imagined in the past, because it is, you know, it's very functional and on the phone, and you're swiping and interacting in those ways as well.
Well, what then, with all of that in mind, what then are your tips for people who are in the dating game and using these apps?
Yeah, I think one of my top tips is about being authentic. So I think people feel, and I've, you know, based on my research, people feel like they're forced to sort of put up certain photos or put up certain bios that they think is going to be attractive. And I think it's really important to be more authentic to yourself, because obviously you're going to meet that person potentially at some point in time, and they're going to find you out for who you really are, right? So I think authenticity is big. And I also think that, you know, taking a little bit of a risk without, you know, obviously we know about catfishing and ghosting and all that sort of stuff, without putting yourself too much out there, but you have to risk a little bit to create an intimacy.
Yeah,
Oh,
good advice.
That's great advice. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for coming in, we appreciate it.
G'day, it's Ali.
And Karl.
Thanks for watching the Today YouTube channel.
Subscribe now for brand new videos every day and exclusive bonus clips.
Ali, say please.
Please? Why?
Please? I don't know.